Okay. So anyway,
Okay.
Yeah.
anyway, I would like to give a message to all the participants, all the delegates from all the country. I have experience with the Rico Tibet, especially the trainee organized by Mr. Ripo, especially for Fit for Industry 4.0, right, Miss Ripo? That is very successful, very successful. I like very much, very successful training program. There are 5 modules, right? 5 modules for the industry 4.0, and with the help, with the support from GIZ, they distribute to the regional country or ASEAN country. Also, our Myanmar Tibet from Myanmar also sent our teachers to the Rico Tibet training, and we multiply the skill and knowledge to our Tibet teacher. That is very successful training, and also I hope it can continue more, Mr.
Yes, Dr. Nay, for Rico Tibet 3, as I have presented, so we will look more on the digitalization, requirement of digitalization, right? And also how the Tibet teachers can improve to use this kind of online facilitation, online training, and also digital content creation. So we will start with the 3 Fit for Industry 4.0 modules, which we have already the existing content, right?
Yes.
And we will look at that and also divided some of the trainings into the e-learning modules or self-paced learning, and also to top up the modules with digital competences.
Okay.
I already reached out to the Tibet. We will have the workshop on the 8th of July. I already reached out to Tibet, but no response so far. But I will, maybe I send you the email in order that you can also contact Tibet on this.
Also, I think our DDG is here. Our DDG Dr. Niang is here, I think.
Oh, okay. Good.
ဆရာကြီးဒေါက်တာဉာဏ်ရှိပါလားခင်ဗျာဆရာကြီး
Yeah.
Okay, I will inform to the department.
Yes, please. That would be great.
Okay.
Thank you so much, because some of the questions are also pending from the first question is from we will come back to our Lao delegate later, no? From our Vietnamese participant first, because he has the problem with the microphone and camera. So he just sent us the chat box. What are the difference between teacher standard and company trainer standard? So in company standard.
Who asked that question?
From Vietnam, Mr. Zhu Fan. And who recognize those standards? Yeah, these are the questions.
Okay. Okay. So maybe in other countries, they might have this kind of trainer to teach in the vocational college. Maybe that. So for the Tibet teachers, they are the teachers, that teach in the vocational college. No, these are the Tibet teachers, and normally they are hired by the government. But for the in-company trainers, they are the trainers who work in the company. No, so they are the instructor in the company. So so there are two main things, yeah. But in some country, maybe in Cambodia and Vietnam, they also hire the instructor to teach in the vocational college. This could happen, no? So for Tibet teachers, we divided in the location. Tibet teachers are the one who teach in the colleges, and also for in-company trainers, they are the one who work to work in the company, but receive the function to train other people by the company. So this will be the two main people, no, that work in Tibet system.
Fun. I think you will be happy with the question, and if you have more, more clarification, you can reach out to Costa Ripon as well. Now, may I give the floor to the Mr. Satik for positive plus, please.
I have call me short name Put.
Put, Mr. Put,
Yeah,
please.
Mr.
Yeah,
Put, yes.
thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Silicon. How we come? I have two questions to ask facilitator. One is could you please send me the draft slide of the
Yeah, we will share. We will share.
Yeah. Not only for Silicon slide and also Dr. From NSS National Standard for from yesterday presentation. I can't remember her name. From Department of Skill Development Department maybe. I asked facilitator, and I have a question to Silicon.
Yes.
In your slide about dual training from Germany, they have 70% of practice in company and 30% in school.
In school. Yeah.
I would like to ask: is possible company or they would let us our student train in there? Can you explain for me?
So you mean for Germany or for Laos BDR?
For the proceeding of Germany, they like a curriculum of the.
Yes.
You check in your slide 70% practice in.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you explain me about this proceed?
So the main thing of the dual system in Germany,
yeah,
no?
Yes.
They have a law. They have a law, and each state will be responsible for the framework curriculum, and each state need to also check on how they can work with the company, no? So in Germany, the apprentices are hired by the company. They are not students, so they are hired by the company. That means the company, they need to pay the apprentices, no? And the company send their future employees to the school. So the work between or cooperation between the vocational school in each state and also the companies need to be established first. They need to look at on how the company have this kind of competencies like in maybe mechatronic, no? And so they will teach on mechatronic, and then in the future the student, they will be hired by the company as employee, no? So but there are also some theoretical part which the company cannot teach, so they will send the student to the vocational school. There might be some competencies like mathematics, English, whatever. So this will be the cooperation which needs to be established first. But the very important is the law, where you regulated the in-company training. They have to have the established training regulation. Vocational need to have the framework curriculum. So both sides will have the curriculum. So in the company, you call it training curriculum. In the school, you call it the school curriculum. No? So the dual system of Germany is not easy because the ASEAN region, the company are different. The mindset of the companies are different. So therefore it's quite hard to convince the company, but still I think if each school looking at the school in their own provinces, for example, or the company, so you will know best which company are in your community, and you talk to them, in order that we can also, working together and also to train the students together. So this will be also the province or the community benefits.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why
it's a long way.
Yeah.
Mr. Put, it's a long way.
Yes.
Where are you from?
I'm from Laos Korea Skill Development Institute. It's up to Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare.
You are working with Miss Nivon, right? Lao Korea, no, no?
Nivon is, I know her. She worked up to Ministry of Education and Sport. For me, up
Yeah.
to Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare.
Okay.
That's why I didn't enjoy. I said I didn't know this one, so that's why I request slide to observe what is procedure is going on.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Booth. I think
Yeah,
that,
thank you.
thank you so much. And then now may I pass the floor to Mr. Chafo, who has been raising for law. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Panta. Yep. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thank Sirpon for your good presentation. I'm Chavo Surangketa from the Skill Development Fund in Cambodia. Yeah, we used to engage with GIZ, used to engage with UNDP, with some organization and association in Cambodia because we supposed to provide fund which follow the principle of public-private sector. But concerning to your presentation, I would you mind to share some experience? I have 2 points. First point is please share some tips regarding to the engagement between the private sector and the public sector. I think this is very useful for us, also in Cambodia.
Some tips for what? Sorry?
To engage between the public sector and the private sector.
So you are from the public sector, right?
Currently, we are supposed to be the independent institution, but we offer fund. And currently, we are under the government sector. Yeah. Do you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. So, Skill Development Fund in Cambodia. Currently, we are under the Ministry of Economy and Finance.
Oh, you are the one who manage the Skill Development Fund, right?
I'm not the one who manage, but I'm the one who work in the Skill Development Fund in Cambodia.
Yes. And the question how the public and private sector can work together?
Yes.
Or what?
This is the question. How the public and the private sector can work together. At the moment, you already mentioned about the enforcement policy regarding to the tax exemption and many others. But I think some clue that we are challenged in Cambodia is about those private sector. They really don't know how to get the funds and how to what is the advantage and benefit to improve the skill to upskilling for their staff. I think. Yeah. So that's my first question. Please go ahead with
so
this.
I think as you are from the public sector, you need also to understand what private sector needs, right? So what they need is they would like to reduce their investment, but they don't want to engage in the human capital investment, right? But what you can do, so in Thailand, we also faced this kind of challenges before. So therefore, we also look at what private sector needs, no? So you need to talk to them. So maybe you cannot talk to all of the companies, but you can talk to the association. So at first you need to have this kind of mechanism, how you can talk, the public sector can talk to the private sector in order that we know what their needs are, right? And if what their needs are, we can identify it, and we need to look at how we can involve them in order that their needs are successfully, conducted, or the private and public sector can work together in this. So as I have mentioned, we have developed the products on recommendation how the public or how the private sector can work with the public sector, or what kind of needs public sector need to look at the needs of the private sector. So I will send you the link I will send the link together with the presentation. I would update it, and I'll also update the link in that, in order that all of you can have the recommendation on how to work with the public sector or private sector. So there are a publication on recommendation on this. I think it would be easier, but at first you need to talk to them. You need to know what kind of needs they have and what they would like to receive from the public sector, no? In order that you can work together.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Cho, yeah. Mr. Cho, yeah, you can continue. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much. Actually, we used to do a consultation workshop with the private sector, and we figure out that they also want to promote the understanding, promote the skill to upskilling their staff. But regarding to the investment on the staff, they a little bit hesitate. So we are the
Why they hesitate?
Yeah.
Why they hesitate to do it?
Because they think that if they give more budget to the training or capacity building to the staff, they just a kind of investment to the staff. So they need to sponsor a full 100% from the government. But actually we cannot do that. To think about sustainability and to think about the demand side, we just can limit cap at the cap of our co-funding. Yeah. So I think this is the big concern, and we are difficult to find out what is the best solution, unless they can decide to choose what is the best benefit from all of those capacity building to their staff or reinforcement. So but this refer to small and medium enterprise. But for some large firm, they understand about the efficiency of the capacity development to their staff. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the mindset, the mindset of the owner are very challenging, right? To change their mindset and also to invest in the human capital. Yeah. I agree. But as I have mentioned, so the owner mindset, they always they would like to reduce the investment, they would like to reduce the cost, and don't want to pay, no? So maybe so you know your own SME best, and you need to find out the solution. There is no one size fit all. Yeah. So you need to know and look at it seriously, and maybe you can also talk to the association, not to the company. So the association will know the companies that they are the member of the association best. So maybe you need to do some pilot measures, pilot incentives, and then if it works out, it will be a sort of a campaign from the public sector, no? And also attract the companies to involve in that. Yeah.
Concerning to this, just add one more point. Sorry about that. Concerning to this, I think another point also to consider, because last time we used to try to pilot on this, and then we understand from the association, we work with the association, but the association itself also challenged with their problem when they try to figure out what is the main topic or prioritize topic or subject to train to the staff as a member. So they cannot they cannot do the training need assessment to identify the key subject. I refer to the key subject to train in the group, because as association is like an umbrella. So whenever they want to do something, they have to engage with all of those private sector. But in Cambodia, the situation in Cambodia is they are difficult to collect the information or demand from their member. So up until now, we don't receive some association, we cannot receive the information, and some association we can work with some project. So that is the adding point to the challenge. We used to study about all that. But I'm thinking about, from your experience, would you have any advice how to not to change the mindset, but to coordinate them to make this happen? I mean, for example, like association, what should we do to support them to coordinate well with their member to define the subject, the right subject, so that they can provide the training or capacity building in the team at the first start kick-off. Yeah, at least. Do you get my point?
Not really, not really.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Kon Chafo, I think we can look at you already do Kon Saripong also like she will share us about the product of GIZ that already make the recommendation for the stronger public-private partnership or engagement. So we can also look at on it. And then since, for your side as well, you already do the pilot and, the listen to the voice and we just need to make it, I think the more like substantial and more substantive and, so I think we can further identify it at the end of the day. I think for GI, also you can reach out to, I think that including Mr. Kagada also, no? You can reach out to Konsiripong if you want to engage in the program, and Konsiripong can link to your country program as well, can facilitate, no? Later, no? So thank you so much. And then we will take that one last question only. I'm sorry, actually running behind. We are like one last question only. The last question is from Myanmar, no? So the last question is, should the teachers play the key role in developing curriculum, especially for the teachers like in developing country like Myanmar, should take the lead role in developing curriculum? This will be the last question. Thank you.
So I also understand this point because normally the curriculum is issued by the government, right? So and the TVET teacher cannot change it now. So, but what you can change is that you can add in. Yeah, you cannot change it totally. So the curriculum is there, the core competence is there. But what you can do is you create your own session. Like if you have this kind of curriculum, how can you teach the students? How can you use innovative teaching and learning? How can you use the student-centered? I know that you cannot change the curriculum, but you can change the way you taught and also add in more new things or modern technologies, no? So it's like you can have this one and you taught and you teach them one, but one you can also plus in order that you can make the session more lively and more interactive and also student-centered. We have this kind of discussion before. Many countries said that they cannot change the curriculum at all, but you can think about it, how you can design, you can use the curriculum, and then you add up more, no? And you change the way you teach to be innovative in a way, yeah? So this is my recommendation.
Thank you.
Sorry that I cannot answer some of the question. Because of the time, and I need also to understand your circumstances more. Yeah.
Miss Titi saying, do you have, is your question right? Are you okay, or you want to ask more? Because you are the last person, no?
Normally. And now our country, we trying to develop our competency-based curriculum, just initiate our curriculum. So we have different curriculum for different country who support development partner country. So now we trying to develop our competency-based curriculum and standard. We are the main player to contribute this part at this project. So, but I think we are the main key player to initiate this curriculum right now. So we should take this role because, in developing country, we are TVET teachers, so we face a lot of difficulties, challenging. So we have not enough, I think, not enough experience and competency. We should be trained for that. But now we would take, big challenging, and we take responsible to develop curriculum. So I think, first of all, we have to be trained for that step, and then we should take part in that process. So what do you think? We have no curriculum actually. We just initiate and develop your competency-based curriculum right now.
The competency-based curricula is for the occupation, right?
Yes.
For the occupation. And you mean that you don't have the occupational curricula right now?
Yes.
And so what would be your question, that you would like to be part of the curriculum development?
Yes.
Or
initiate the curriculum, competency-based curriculum, not
in your country?
Develop. Yes. Yes.
Yes, but so that means that you need to talk to your government or to talk to the TVET, right? That you would like to, that they need to consider TVET teacher to be part of the curriculum development. Is that your recommendation?
Yeah, we are already main player. So that means, I think, you know, and I think we should have to train for that, you know. Just
you need to be trained. You need to be trained, right?
Yes, I think so.
Okay. So
Yeah.
TVET need to think about how to train TVET teachers, no?
Yes.
On the curriculum, on the new curriculum.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ms. Titise. It's true. You are already, I think that I got your point. You are already key player for the developing the competency-based curriculum, but you need more capacity as well. Also, maybe that you need to include in the like the more industrial and association and, you know,
right.
Because it's occupational based, right? So in developing the curriculum, not just the TVET, you need to bring in the experts who are really working on that as well. And also like the GIZ or ILO or SWITCH, which are also playing key part of the role. I see in the presentation that now most of the work are happening in silo.
Yes.
So you are considerable as well. So maybe we need more in country. Actually, you know, the government at the end of the day, the government is the key player to facilitate, to happen, you know, to create the ecosystem. So, you know, only after the government open, you know, you can bring in other stakeholders as well, I think. So if the government allow, like, for example, for GIZ, the more consultation for GIZ, because you really like the dual system, then, you know, you can try to bring in more GIZ industry expert for developing the curriculum and to train your TVET teacher as well. So I think that, yeah, you know your context, but you need more capacity. That's it. No?
Thank you, Tanta.
Considerable, I think that it can question and answer can go on, no? Forever.
Yeah.
The whole day it can go on because it is kind of like the cycle.
Yeah.
You
know? We are only the main responsible for that task. So that's me. We trying to influence, you know, this curriculum. That's happened, you know, that's this subject. One vision, one point of view as teachers, you know, we need other aspects. I mean, we need other aspects. So that's why other aspects, not only the point of the teachers, but also other industrial point, other, I mean, competency, vocational competency, we have to put in that curriculum, competence-based curriculum, right?
Yeah. For sure. I think that Dr. JJ can add on what Thailand is doing as well. I think that regarding with that to have the provincial like meeting and having like once a year, twice a year, I mean like those kind of thing. Dr. JJ can add on later regarding with what Thailand is doing. Thailand also actually trying. There are also a lot of challenges, but we can also get some good practice from Thailand as well, no? So I think that because of the time limitation, I think that we should let Dr. Miss Ripon go. I think let her go, please. Let her go.
No, but it means that there are many interests. Even though I cannot cope with all the questions, but I try, you know, and feel free. I will add in more links, useful links, especially on the public and private sector cooperation in my presentation, in the end of my presentation.
Yeah. So thank you so much. So considerable.
My pleasure.
As she said that that's why it is a special request for you and our class as well, right? Make the main key point or key takeaways regarding with how to attract give incentive for the public sector, private sector.
Ha.
For that,
Right.
so that thing is like one thing. No, this is what we want to request, and please share the slide with us. With that,
Okay, ha.
with that, ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you, ha. Thank you, ha. Thank you both. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, God. Thank you.
Bye, ha.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I think. So thank you, everyone. I'm sure that you still have some question. For example, like the Conchafo, I know that in the under the Skill Development Fund, you are already doing actually what the recommendation of a lot of like recommendation from international expert and other things, but how we make it much more concrete and more like make it effective. Those kind of questions are maybe you are thinking. So we are trying to, we also have the Dr. JJ as well. So yeah, let's go back to that later. And right now we have the new participants from Thailand, from actually delegates from the private sector. Kompampan, are you here? I want you, if possible, I want you to introduce yourself first. Kompampan, are you here with us or no? So let's take a break first, and let's try to reach out, not during the break. So let's try to break like 15 minutes. Is it okay? And then we come back another session.
Give you the
Right?
overview of my presentation
And then we will
outline
share you the
today. So I will
presentation
talk
and link
about
and
the
everything,
program
no?
profile
So don't
and
worry,
also
yesterday
areas of
presentation too.
activities
We
of
are already
the
in the
program.
chat
And
box,
then we
sorry,
will
WhatsApp
talk
group
about the
already
developed
and chat box
products
already.
for
But we are also
strength.
uploading e-learning, and so you can always like go and find it, and no. So thank you so much, and let's take 15 minutes break. Yay. We go to the session. We have the new participant delegates from Thailand. So I would like them to say hello to everyone and just introduce themselves a little bit. So Kon Pen Pen, are you here, Naka? Kon Pen Pen and Kon Krong Tan? Krong Tan. Ah, yeah, Kon Pen Pen over there. Could you please like introduce yourself and let people know who you are, Carl, and where are you from, please? If you can also introduce in Thai, and we have the Yubabon to translate for you, but you can also speak in English. Up to you, Ka. Papong Ka.
Sawadee ka. Hi everyone. We are from Thailand, and we are two delegates from our company. The company name Hana Microelectronics Public Company Limited. We are the headquarters.
I think we do not hear you a lot. We do not hear you much. Could you please maybe voice up or volume up the microphone? Your voice is very soft. We do not hear you.
Is it better?
It is not better. Wait. Maybe it is our problem, or let me check. Let us check. Everyone hear you here, or it is only us? We don't hear.
No, we hear very low voice.
Yeah, very low voice, right? So Kumpempe, I think that you need to increase your volume from microphone, Naka.
Is it better now? I'm trying to set up my microphone.
I think if you can try to to bring your mouth close to the mic, so it would be better, I think.
Do you mean this?
still the same. So maybe another technical well.
Hold on, our explanation will come help.
Okay, I will try to listen to you.
Is it better now?
Oh, very.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, wow. Very loud and clear, Ka. Please.
Or is it too loud now? Then I will reduce the sound a little bit. Okay, so is it better now?
Yes.
Okay, so we are here from Thailand. This is Pan Pen and this is Kun Krong Thong. Both of us from the company named Hana Microelectronics Public Company Limited. Our company has the headquarters in Bangkok, Thailand. And in Thailand, we have the factories in Lamphun, where we are here in the north of Thailand. And another factory is in the central part of Thailand, Ayutthaya, an old city of Thailand. Have you been to Thailand before? And we have the factory as well in Cambodia, Koh Kong. Yeah, we have one factory in Koh Kong and another factory in China, the Jiaxing province. We produce the electronic parts, and we are all together. In our HANA group, we have about 10,000 people. And in Lamphun here, the Lamphun factory, we have about 3,800 people. Yeah. Nice to meet everyone.
Kon Pen Pen, nice to meet you, Naka. And then also like, I don't know you received my email or not. It's very last minute. Last night I sent you email about to talk about a little bit because your company is so big, and so we also want to know about the scale required in the, maybe based on your experience, scale required in electronic industry, and also the cooperation with the government, and what are the challenges and what are the good, progress when it comes to the scaling and those kind of things, maybe you can share with us your experience later. Is it possible? Now we will hand the floor to Dr. JJ first, but maybe afternoon, or maybe also, I don't know if after Dr. JJ finish, you can share a little bit about your experience working with the labor force, because now you also have the experience in Cambodia, also in China, also in Thailand. So you may deal with the different government policy regarding with the skill development. So is it possible for you to share with us?
Sure.
Yeah.
We received the email. Yes.
Yeah,
Nice.
last minute. Yeah.
Right.
So thank you so much, Na. So before that, but now I would like to give the floor to Dr. JJ first. And then after that, we will bring you to share your private sector, your experience in engaging with the, different government and those kind of things. You can talk. It does not need to be very fancy one, but you can share your experience, ka. Na? Kapung ka.
Okay, Ka. Thank you.
Ka, now may I bring Dr. JJ first? Dr. JJ, please. For those who don't know you, because we also have your new camera, na? You are looking good in white.
Good morning again. So this in the morning is my turn for present about the DSD engaging with private sector. So I would like to share my slide. Okay, everyone, see that?
Yes.
So,
DSD.
as the last workshop, we talked a lot about the skill development, right? So, right now I just moved to a new place. So I would like to uh, talk about the engaging with the private sector. So how to DSD engaging with the private sector? First thing I want to inform you about the skill training for Thailand 4.0. Move to new S-curve. So this topic is very important now because Thailand already moved to Thailand 4.0 because anything might be changed. For example, machine, material, method, or process, any process, new technology, the labor skill must have to upgrade the training or upgrade the national skill standard testing. We try to cooperate with the private sector and promote or invite the third party. For example, invite a company or invite employer to upgrade by themselves. But DSD must be just like a project manager or consultant to support the employee and employer. So next one is enhancing with the Skill Development Act, as I told you last workshop, and the last revised version. This is, I think, is the best enhancing skill development because let DSD let the private sector make the more role to skill development. I will talk later with about this one because they have changed a little bit right now. And next topic is about the quality of services. This is we have to guarantee the skill development or skilled worker or skilled labor who has which company they have more than 10% of the who is past the national skill standard testing. And after that, if the DSD check already, they have a document or the reference about the skill labor national skill standard. They DSD must be give the skill development badge for them to guarantee the quality of services or to support to the company is the well known of this one. So next topic is about the promotion skill license for work. Actually, right now is electrician, right? As I told you last workshop. And next one is welding, right? Welding is just a new licensing for them. Again, if the company they don't have the allowed, they don't have the permit, they will fine 30,000 baht, right? And for the employee, 50,000, 5,000 baht fine. It's a very important. And next one is set company skill standard. This means we encourage, we invite the standard by their own. because they if some company is just like a private security of the it means the process or product in that company, they will make us company skill standard by their own. But if they have, they can set the skill standard testing process and skill standard document and skill standard certificate by themselves, but they have to follow the DSD authorized, right? And next one is productivity consultancy. So this is one thing, is the one topic is important of DSD to encourage with the private sector, because a lot of the company, they need the productivity of the labor, of the product. The whole process is not only DSD. We invite the lecturer or expert from some university to consult and change something or make be better for the company. And after that, we have to monitor for them what the successful or what the benefit of the productivity. And the last topic is about the finance fund. It's for skill development. You know, zero for interest. That's right. Zero for interest. As I heard from my friend work in the financial fund of the skill development, they have up to million baht per company for the financial fund. It's loan. Zero for interest, 0%. And for this year, they said maximum is 30 million baht, 30 million baht for a financial fund. So it's this is a topic, is the way to support the private sector to skill development, the labor by their own in the company. That's right. This is how to engaging with the private sector. So let me talk about the skill development promotion. This is a main. I just we talk with my friend is a SWOT of our department, right? Because we want to enhance the skill standard to labor force, to promote occupation, knowledge, and competence for employee. This is suitable for the company employee more than 100 employees and required by law to consider with the Skill Development Promotion Act. So the skill development program for at least 50% of its total employees it might be trained, have be trained 50%. If they don't have the training, at least 80%, they will 50% they will give, or it means the money sent to our department for just like a skill development fund. I will talk next. So the privilege and benefit for the training provider, because there's a special tax exception for corporate income tax at 100% for the training expenses. As I told you, totally is 200%. But as soon as we will change at least to 300% of the training expenses. Everything you can exception. According access to the assistance offered by the SD, and one thing we have to include the personal training, curriculum development training, training aids, material development training, training for skill standard testing provider, and supervisor training to another similar training programs. And another benefit to prescribed by ministry regulation. So let's move a little bit. We cover the skill training program, pre-employment, labor skill enhancements, and training for occupation change. We can approve, we can accept for this training program. For the skill development fund, every year they have to report what the number, how many employees they have trained already. If they don't make to 50%, they will must pay contribution to skill development fund at 1% of the current legal minimum hour wage of the past calendar years. So if they don't follow the law or fail as required by the law, and addition penalty of 1.5%. That's right. This is a law for make the private sector to involve Department of Skill Development. So we have accepted employer, for example, who is from ministry, departments of government agency, the foundation or charitable non-profit organization, focusing their business on activity related about the cultivation, planting, fishing, forestry, animal husbandry, or self-farming, who does not employ an employee for a whole year, and who does not have any another business activity. Just almost we involve in the industry, in factory. For the purpose of this act is to enhance the labor skill standard in Thailand, and the future promote to support the professional skill training employer, and also required to make a contribution. The fund failure to make result the penalty. So for the experiences in partnering for the skill development, now DSD try to make a new model of employer engagement. As you know, right now is a COVID situation. A lot of the people they don't have the job. The new occupation must occur, because, for example, cab man, or just like a messenger or transporter, something. Example, a lot of the people they transform the office person to the private business. For example, we have to take them for training, and they try to make anything to make a new employee engagement. And next topic is join new training curricula to support 4IR. As I told you, right now is a lot of company they change the new technology, they change the new method they knew a new process for make a product. Therefore, the SD have to make a new curricula, make a new course, training course to support 4IR. And as the Myanmar participants asked about request GIZ to develop the curriculum. I told you last workshop, DSD have also we have another one organized. They have to invite participants from CMMV to training about the just like for example competency-based curriculum development or design about the curriculum. If you have to set a group participant, you can apply at the international skill development in Chiang Rai. They can prepare for you if you have already to train. So next topic is concerned about the quality assurance methodology, QA or ISO. Actually, about the QA, the SD have the quality assurance. Every center, every institute, they must follow the quality assurance process. Just we call skill standard, the skill standard quality assurance. Every year, this institute must be sent the report to the central. And for last year, they have the competition, the quality assurance, and for ISO or ISO. Now we try to make ISO for skill training or skill development, but it's concerned about the logistic at the same place. I already to right now just send or cooperate with the ISO office to help us for make a ISO. So the next one is a new approach to institution leadership and management. For example, we invite the private sector, include the institution to make their own authorized training or testing center, because have a lot, but only DSD is not covered in our country. We have to invite the authorized authority training and testing center to help us to provide this topic. And about the last topic is technology transferable skills training. Right now, this situation, we have to training full online training course. It means full online training course, and everything must online, but not complete yet. But right now we accept the training online course for financial fund, for skill development fund. And also they already we accept about the cost on the online course, everything we can. So, and one thing now, technology change, skill training change. We have to invite the, for example, we invite the Microsoft Corporation to help us to set a technology for online course, and we have the project just like a SIM card or internet system to support the training. We call the SIM card for training. It's very cheap. It's a just like we energize to the private sector to help us for prepare about skill development right now. I heard that's only 90 baht per SIM card
Dr.
for training.
Dr. JJ, sorry,
Yeah.
can you take the question the same time while you are presenting, because Mr. Kagada raised the question and raised the hand.
Okay, I will finish the last slide.
Okay,
And
okay,
after
thank
that,
you so much.
I
It's
will
already
answer.
last. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is in my experience in our DSD. So if you need some question, please let's ask me, or if I can answer. Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you so much, Tantan. I'm just waiting for the time that he finished the presentations. And thank you for your great coordination.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Dr. JJ. This is our second time that we met. And we still hope that we could work together in the near future. I saw that your slide presentations, you mentioned about the skill. And so what do you mean by skill here? Could you please elaborate that hard skill or soft skill, and how many skills do you have in your center? I have a lot of questions, sorry, and sorry to you and sorry to all the participants today, because there is very interesting experiences that you yourself that you've been working very hard and you achieve a lot of things for your public center. Yeah. Another point is also about productivity consultancy. When we mention about the word productivity, that is quite hard to measure it. But if you mention about, let's say, a garment or footwear, when you want to, like to sew maybe one trouser or two trousers, that is easy. But when you talk about another term of the productivity, that is quite hard. And so what is your experiences in your center? How can you provide some sort of the consultation to increase the productivity to have the private company in Thailand?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. And the third question, sorry, really sorry. The third question, you also mentioned earlier about the skill development fund. I think that is something that most of the ASEAN members countries should learn from Thailand too. You mentioned about 0% interest. Could you please tell us more? How can we get the fund, from your center, because there is zero interest, and what is the qualifications each company member can get? And after we get that, how can we pay back? How can we pay back to your center? Because let's say we need 1 million baht to, the build capacity of our workers, and after that we do need to pay you back. And what is the payment strategy in your center? Yeah. And I'm sorry. And the fourth point, like this is, I've been working for the Association of Cambodian Recruitment Agency, which is called ACRA, that I keep repeating again and again. And we have been sending a lot of skilled workers, a lot of unskilled workers to Thailand, to work in Thailand, most of the provinces over there. Frankly speaking, that we have one loophole. The loophole is that, like you mentioned, the skill recognition and the skill certification is very important, because when they come back, they can use that skill certification or skill recognition to get another training to upgrade their skill, so that they can become, semi-skilled workers, or they can become, the expertise And so when they come back to your country or to other countries, they can get, some sort of more wages and higher salary, something like that. But it seems that it's still loophole for us that, that we could not get, the certifications or maybe some sort of the miscommunications or maybe, some sort of the poor coordination, between stakeholders in Cambodia or maybe stakeholder in Thailand. What would be your recommendation that you can help us, to stick to that in order to have our people working in Thailand? Okay, thank you so much for that. And another point, the last one, how can we work with you in the near future? Because that is very important. Yeah, that is the strategic way that we do need to learn from you, Dr. JJ. And indeed that we need your help because that you have a lot of experiences and we need your hand to hold our hand to learn from you. This is something that we want to hear from you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much for your answer. But you told me 4 questions and more than one. The last question is very important.
Okay, thank you. Sorry about that.
That's okay. It's good. So the first one I catch you about the productivity in the company, right? The first one.
First one is about the skill that you mentioned about skill, skill license. And so we would like to know about that, some sort of soft skill or hard skill that you have in your center.
For the first question is soft skill, and we have a lot of the, as I told you, we have 3 category, right? Free employment and upgrading and the occupation change category. So this the training category is no problem about us. We can prepare for the company already. They know about this one because we have just like a PR or just like because up to the skill development fund, we have to upgrade or put more information to the company if they have need more information, for example, this one. So next one is about how to cooperate with the productivity in the company, right? So every year we have a target with sent to the company. Sent to the center or the institute. They must have to invite the company to join our program, at least two company every year. But some company, they have a lot, maybe 10 or 20 company, but we have to select. It's not every company. We have to select the best or who is interested our program, and we have to just like interview, or we have to check the documents already to cooperate or to engage or not. For example, we use by every center, every institute have to direct to the company. We talk with the owner. We talk with the just like a HR department, for example. We have to the last one to the who is a decision of this program. So next one is skill development fund. How to get fund? That's right. As I told you, we have at least maximum is 1,000 baht per company. But we have the 30 million baht every year. to set to prepare for support them. But some company just only 1,000, 100,000 or 500,000 is not covered to all the maximum, depending on the they have to follow the, it means 50%, minimum 50% of the number of the labor to have the training in each company. Follow the skill development fund, at least 50%, right? So how about the payback? Depending on they have to agreement with each company. That's right. 1 year, 2 year, depending on the company, and the but for the normally we have the 1 year free tax, free interest, right? Zero interest for 1 year. They have to if they can pay back earlier in 1 year, they don't have the interest at more, right? This is a target of skill development fund. 1 year is free, zero interest. But how the maximum, depending on the company is request, okay? And depending on the how to call the project or they will send the project, the training skill development project to the DSD, and DSD approve. Okay, if they can train, follow the project, they can get the fund. Okay, you clear about this?
That's right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, can I have another attached question, Dr. JJ?
Yes, please.
I have the two questions last. for
Mr. Chatrai also want to add that. Okay.
Yeah, attached with
okay.
the existing answer. I just want to sure that you said that you mentioned that okay, 1 year and 0% of interest, and the training, the capacity building is depend on the number of the employee. So regarding to this, how to disburse this loan? I mean, how do you disburse this loan? My question is about how can you disburse this loan to the company? For example, if it's a type of a fund, that's what I'm thinking. So company A come to contact you and then applying for loan, and then after study with the training center or something, regarding to the subject that you propose to them, they're happy to apply for fund.
That's right. It's true. But how long I cannot, depending on the activity together. Yeah. Hear me? Everyone here?
Okay.
I think some. Okay.
Yeah. Depending on the project, they will send to DSD. Okay. How many? Actually we have like one condition. You have to pay back in 1 year, right? In 1 year, zero interest. But if more than 1 year, you have to pay interest by rate depending on they agree with together. Maybe follow the not to follow the national bank, maybe half only. Okay, not cover interest all everything. But we have to set 1 year to have to pay back, because we have to use this fund to another company. Okay, these are our target for the financial fund. It's not for long term, it's the short term only.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. One more point. Because the company is the person who responsible for to return all of this loan. So what will happen if the trainee as the employee left the company
I can.
during the loan times or something? So
We can hear you clear.
cannot hear? Okay. My question is because
No,
this
I
loan
cannot.
is better now.
Is if possible, you can write on the chat box. Low internet. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. I will write in the chat box and then you can reply later. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Money one.
Let's move to the next answer for Mr. Kakada.
Yeah, please. Okay.
How to skill worker in Thailand to get skill worker is mean migrant or
It's
Thai
migrant
labor.
worker. Migrant workers.
Yeah. So migrant worker is not support about the skill license, but it is the only certificates only. Okay. But the license is for Thai people. Okay. We have to renew every 5 years. Okay. For the certificate, it's a lifelong. Okay. No need to retraining. No need to retraining. If the company need to a new certificate, skill certificate, they have to send them to upgrade the training again, right?
Okay.
But actually, as I told you last workshop, is the better if the worker they have certificate, they must have a higher salary. Actually, the company we make important thing for about the certificate. We guarantee the certificate. If they have a training, the company, I think they make productivity to the company. Okay. And the last answer, how to work with DSD, right? And did you help in Cambodia, right?
Yeah, that's right. Correct. Yeah.
So sure, we have to go together, right? As the ASEAN objective. So, for example, DSD try to help to work with CMB country already. If in the future, if you have some more information or some consult, for example, some recommended, please let me know. Please keep in touch. We have to change and share together. If you need more, if I send more document or more information, I can.
Okay. Appreciate that, Dr. JJ. Thank you so much. Yeah.
But don't worry. Anytime.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Dr. JJ,
Yes.
my question, I already sent.
Manivo. I think,
Okay.
Dr. JJ, you need to take, you need to move to Miss
Yeah.
Manivo. Yes.
Okay, please.
Yes. Yes, I want to have some question to.
Cannot clear.
I think that we do not hear you. Maybe you can, if you can type in the check box as well, if internet is weak. In the meanwhile,
Hello, can you hear me?
okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I want to have some question to ask Mr. JJ. In your
Yes.
presentation, it's very good information for the employer and employee, because for employer, when they have a skill standard, they will have a safety, quality, and for the employee, they will have upgrade the knowledge, upgrade the salary, and safety their health. So for some country like Laos, they don't still have still standard for using with employer. And if we will start up to building the skill standard, what will we do the first thing? Can you share your experience and give some comment for our country or our working? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your question. We have a lot of this question. How to set the skill standard. So first thing, we have to make a benefit to the company. In my experience, last 5 years, DSD have the problem this one. The company not ensure with the DSD last 5 years. But right now, we have the benefits. They have, for example, as I told you, the tax exception, financial fund, zero interest, for example, right? So I think in Myanmar, in Cambodia also, include Laos, PDR, they have this problem. It's the same problem. How to invite, how to the promote, how to cooperate with the company. It's very difficult. First thing, we have the problem this one. We have to many time we have to get more information about the skill training, skill development, or skill development fund or benefit something. What the benefits of the skill training? What the benefits of the skill standard? Right? This is we make more than year. We have to solve this the problem. If some company they make a good cooperation, good engaging, but some company, oh, we don't have the how do I, income. They don't serve us. But right now they have a lot of the company. They have a lot of company to what they need. Sometimes they invite our officer, some officer from each institute or each center. We have each province, we have each center or institute. We send them to the company directly. Let's talk, let's explain about the benefits. But we not blame or force them. The one thing, please don't force them. It's very, very important. Please, just like a please, the benefit is you can talk. Maybe just like explain about the best practice from another company. For example, maybe you make one thing, you have to make a pilot project for some company. Make a pilot project. Let's do about make a pilot project first. Oh, let's see this company. We have to consult with the DSD or with some organized. It's not DSD only. Sometimes we invite expert organized to help us, to help the company. Okay, it's not DSD. We have to just like integrate organization. Okay. Okay, you clear about this one?
you.
Yes. For Mr. Shampoo, the loan is under responsible of the company. What is the solution if the employee left or company during year? Is there any strategy in support the company? We check follow the report, right? Report is mean current. It means the current who is already passed the training or passed the skill standard testing. Okay, depending the report. Okay, for the who is the left of the company, we can check. We have the online, or we have the data we send together for the center. For the central, each center must be online data to our center in Bangkok. Okay, we can check who is training who the national skill standard.